Welcome back, folks, to DeI Tempera, Rome 2, the Macedon campaign. Last video, I actually made a mistake, and what I mean by that is after I finished recording, I didn't save the game. All I had was the autosave, so I actually had to refight this battle again. For reference, there is the results of the second battle. What's funny about this is I actually did stack up my forces differently. I did put those light hoplites along with the cavalry on the far right side of the river, and it did exactly what I was afraid of. The entire enemy army then crossed on the right side of the river while my entire phalanx was on the left side, so I had to rush my phalanx over, and that is why my militia hoplites, my light hoplites took so much damage, and the cav actually did fine, but plenty of pikemen actually still died, even though they only entered the combat a little late. And I think the reason for that, I was watching the men who were lost, and from what I can tell, most of them were just shot by javelins. They had a lot of javelins, that much is true. I think a lot of their units had, like, you know, they had like actual dedicated skirmish units, but then they had like infantry that also had jabs to throw. Commander. The game considered that a much more successful victory. I don't remember how many men I lost in the last one. It was more, for sure, because I think I lost an entire javelin, or an entire archer or something. I think an entire javelin, or, yeah. I don't consider that to be that much better. It's better that I kept my general in better health, but I still took significant casualties and important units in the army. These will not really be able to function as well as they could before to support all of my missile sections in the army, and I still have my screw up from not recruiting 2 units here. Now, when I opened the replay, I could have taken advantage of that and, you know, done like, hey, recruit some mercenaries in Pella before it's besieged, but no. So the situation remains the same. Pella, the gates are shut. We are under attack by the Koinon Ton Aetolon. I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sure. Under Diores. Antigonus II gives speeches in the plazas and atop the city walls, exhorting the men to defend their homes, lives, and their families. Meanwhile, Perdiccas did get a rank from that. He was ambushed by the warriors of the Tolistoboji, and we fought them off bravely at the Battle of Anthea. But it was not enough. The Thyni have taken their territory back, as it were. We will not be able to push into there anytime soon, and in fact, we are on full retreat. I think the only practical solution here is... Here's the thing. We could go ahead and just let Pella fight off the invaders, but there's some concern there, that this is not the only army, and these men are wounded. So I don't know that I can beat these Roigos' army here, which is much better than the previous one we fought. I don't know that we can beat it and then beat the city behind it. And I don't know, I can't reach Pulpadeva this turn, so they may raise another general and some mercenaries or something next turn. And then this army may follow me. Or worse, I fight off the, what is like the name of the, I'll just call them Larissa. We'll fight off Larissa, and then Pella will then be immediately besieged by the fury of Gabalizes here. I don't think it's going to work, so I think the best strategic decision is to return back to Pella, lift the siege, and go from there. You know, we're basically going to have to relaunch the campaign and secure our capital, which is just about one of the worst possible outcomes. This is definitely a Pyrrhic victory. You know, we won, but I don't feel confident enough to go take on another army with this force. It's just not elite enough. You know, our archers and our javelins just aren't like the highest quality units, and Our light hoplites are hurt. We're missing cavalry. We have this crappy javelin cavalry, and our core pikemen are fairly wounded. Bad times all around. So we will retreat. Go ahead and get our replenishment back. Hopefully lose less money per turn. No, because Pella's under siege, so supply lines may be cut. And we can't recruit either for the same reason. And there are no mercenaries in the region. Perhaps the Larissans, perhaps Larissa recruited all of the mercenaries.
Swift and silent.
Athens, Pergamon, the Thyni, Tilistobology, RDA, all of those are at war with us. Sparta, I think, isn't yet. Strangely. Am I correct on that front? No, they're at war with us. Never mind. Yeah, this is the Macedon experience I remember. I should have upgraded him to get more movement speed or something. The two most valuable skills to me are going down Skilled Tactician to the 2nd level of Knight Commander to get night battles. So that even if they have 4 armies standing next to each other, I can just fight them one-on-one, 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 one-on-one. 4 battles, 1 turn, you beat them all. It's doable. And when the situation is dire, as it's going to be here, I think we're going to need this. The other really good ability is, to me, campaign map movement range, and you just stack it. So this guy is giving us 8%. This ability would give us 12%. You get another one that gives you like another 5-8%, and you're moving 20% faster or more. And that is basically the effect of almost getting an extra turn of movement. So we'll start going down this. The thing that sucks is this doesn't really do anything for us these first 2 levels. 3 melee defense when defending, big whoop. 6% morale for units during battles against raiding fleets. This is useless. We are not an admiral. Great. So everyone is declaring war on us. Does that mean that anyone likes us as a result of everyone declaring war on us?
We will gladly listen to your offers, but do not wrap them in lies. The spirits know truth.
You guys want to join in on another war? No, not at all. No one wants to trade with me. No one wants anything to do with me because I'm being picked apart by my enemies. Just the very fact of getting into a trade agreement with me would basically put you at war with the entire peninsula of Greece. We're also losing food? Yeah. Ooh. I think it doesn't matter yet. I don't think we're gonna take casualties from not having food. That sucks. That is something to consider. I don't think we're gonna take casualties from this. If we do, I may roll back a save because that's kind of important. I don't think we're usually I think it would just stop you from replenishing your units. But I don't think we have to worry about that because the city is under siege anyway, so we weren't going to get any unit replenishment as is. Where we go from here, though, hell if I know. I mean, maybe looking at this again, maybe I should have just tried to brute force my way through Naissos as I was thinking. I mean, we could have beat that, especially if I had recruited all of my cav properly. We maybe could have. That army is going to be hot on our tail. I don't think they can reach us, but they're going to be like right behind us. Now, what we could do, infantry recruitment, cavalry recruitment, minus cost. I think we're going for cavalry next. Objectives to recruit a champion. I can't because I don't have the tech for it. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Germans are dead. One of the German nations. Mosiniokoi. That's an interesting, it kind of sounds like a Greek settlement.
At your command.
We are getting replenishment. Good. We're kind of just in the countryside around Pella, recruiting some farmers into our ranks, I suppose. I wonder if they're actually going to attack next turn. What would be really nice is if I can just get them to kill themselves on the defenses of Pella, and then move down to Larissa and take it next turn without exposing this army to additional risk. We can get a Lancer for 1,500, and I think we should.
You can call me.
As much as it pains me. I'm a little worried Athens has like an army somewhere over here. They might. They could very well be defending Larissa. I don't see... That's not their only army. They have a stack somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Jesus Christ. And here comes the RDA, too. How do we handle this one? I think that's what we do. We recruit a mercenary, we go into ambush stance so the AI can't see us, hopefully. Yikes.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, everybody counts. Might even consider going for the peltists. More peltists? No, I'm not that desperate. Okay, what looks like about 30%? You can still support the city from there too.
Advance.
Okay.
Your next command.
Becomes concealed. -1 food. Fuck. Well, it is what it is. That means we're not going to replenish. Next turn. Plenty of cav. That looks like a crappy force. Looks like some heavy infantry and then some really light, just garbage spearmen. I like that. I like seeing that. This isn't great either. This is just militia hoplites mostly. I mean, these aren't terrible. I've used plenty myself. Anyone want to help us? No. Wonder what Nisus is up to. Where their armies are. They are at war with Pulpadeva and Epinomnos with the RDA and the Telistobulgi.
The bravery of men. Not
Oh, Athens wasn't at
words,
war
is
with
all
us
that is
yet?
between us.
Okay. I thought they were. Well. Everyone pick on Macedon. This is also part of just having the campaign up on hard difficulty. AI cheats a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of fun actually being at risk though. That's the enjoyable part of Macedon's campaign. It is a very tough start. I mean, there are harder. And there are harder campaigns too. I mean, there are factions you can play that just don't. They're just not very good. Okay, even less cavalry recruitment cost, sure.
Ready for battle.
We're taking casualties.
At your command.
So this is really important to intel.
Swift and
Is there a
silent.
defending army?
A shadow among
Jesus
shadows.
Christ, man. They got they got another army behind that. What am I supposed to do about that, man? Crap.
Helmet observing the enemy.
Yeah, these guys are gonna have to dash themselves against my walls. Maybe I could cut north? I don't have the intel, man.
What do you wish of me?
Ready for orders.
Hmm. Hey, that means Bithynia will like me more. They went to war with one of my enemies.
I am honored to receive this.
They don't care. No one cares about me. Man, we're starting to look like the Seleucids. Everyone hates the successor kingdoms, man. They are very clear. They're like, your time is over. They're even recruiting mercenaries here, throwing everything into
Ready
it.
for battle.
Total war.
We
Roll
hunger
credits.
for battle.
We'll wait till next turn, spring, when there's more movement points. And then I'm going to get my spy up here, see what this army is, and then I'm going to have to make a determination on attacking them. Might recruit that pike unit. We're not really losing any people at Pella through this because we're a port city and they haven't cut off our port, so we're not starving or anything. They're actually they're shooting themselves in the foot here because they're the ones taking casualties from this. The longer we leave them there, the easier the battle will be. Just like it looks like they're losing maybe 5-6 people per unit per turn. It's not that much. It's 100 people per turn. A little bit of extra public order. Yeah, they're gonna need it.
My skills swifter than Hermes.
And went.
Can I be
What
of
faction?
any assistance?
How did I encounter them? Oh. What happened? What happened to these guys? That's not the same faction. Interesting.
Greetings, friend.
Well, they're not interested
The
in not
gods
killing
will
me,
have
of course. Naturally. What else is new, man? Alright. What have we got to deal with here? Thracian Peltasts. Really fairly weak militia hoplites that will not do anything against pikes. More units that won't do anything against pikes. More units that won't do anything against pikes. These are kind of dangerous-ish. They're not good against cav. I mean, this army is nothing. Yeah. I go for the extra unit in the pike line. Let's get them off the city. Next turn. Shit. I forgot about the river. This river here that runs through Pella is not kind to our actions.
Our path is blocked.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to cross that till next turn.
Advance.
Well, we can get back in ambush stance. Summer should be enough for us to cross and then be able to fight them. We're losing money. Losing that money. That's okay. Our people are understanding. They're not happy, but they're not miserable. That's fine. That means our enemies here will lose another few units. Maybe it's 4 per turn. 6. I don't know. All I know is fighting lower strength units is easier than fighting full strength units, and some of my units aren't full strength either, so yeah. The thing is like getting this army off of the city doesn't really get us anywhere. That's the problem, because they already have another army ready to go. Not ready to like beat my city or anything, but it's hard to go take a city with just one stack when they have a garrison and an army on top of it. The Greeks in general, the Greeks and the Hellenic factions in general have great garrisons, as opposed to the Thracians or the Gauls or the Germans or the Brits. I forget what these do. Concealed army discovered. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Commander.
Discovered by whom exactly? Doesn't say. Just by someone. Yeah, the Thyni have been destroyed. I don't know if this was, what do you think? A rebellion? Maybe a political, like, faction revolt? Could be.
Ready for battle.
Okay, are we actually diseased, or are we, like, sitting on a river? Also, why can't I fucking cross the river? Seriously, game?
That path is blocked. The way is blocked.
Okie doke. I literally cannot help. Got it. Because the enemy's there, I guess. That's stupid. I think it, like, doesn't want me to cross because, like, the enemy's close by, so it's cutting off my movement range, maybe? Or I guess maybe, I guess this river is actually kind of impassable. I guess we normally move through the city to pass this area. Never thought about that, to be honest. The agent can do it. What are we gonna do with this force?
Commander.
Maybe go up north?
What do you wish of me?
I'm at a
Swift
loss.
and silent as a shadow. In your service.
We just gotta survive, honestly. We could maybe go make a play on Pulpideva. Or maybe we just go for Naisos. I mean, the thing is, I don't know what's happening up here. They could be diverting the RDA.
Commander.
They're the closest thing to Fringe I have in the region, but owning their territory is kind of worth more if they're not helping. It really depends on how much they're doing here
Be
for
welcome.
us. Fuck's sake. It's because I don't produce anything. Like, what good would trade be with me?
Commander.
Let's just move up here for now.
Once.
Move a little further back.
You there. Get to work.
Are you actually diseased? I don't see an event that says you're diseased. I think they're just upset that we didn't have a food surplus.
My skills are yours.
Pretty sure that's what that is.
At your command.
Athens raising more troops. Spying on Larissa. Okay. I mean, the longer these guys wait, the harder it's going to be for them to win.
We hunger for battle.
In 11 turns, they won't have much of an army to fight me with, but the garrison will just be able to sally out and beat them.
Ready for
But I need something. I need territory from somewhere, so I need to go find out what's going on between the RDA and Naisos. I'll send my spy up to Naisos and see how well defended it is. They probably got a whole stack sitting there. Check Pulpideva too. We're kind of in survival mode, but you know, we're gonna find and try to exploit any gap that we can locate. Thinking about siege tech right now, considering Pella. And Pella's this, you know, this isn't the only time it's gonna come under siege, I'm sure. The core of our empire is very exposed. Sparta honestly has it easier in some ways because they have the same restrictions on unit recruitment. You know, they can only do 2 units per turn at the beginning. But the main people that are going to be coming for them would be Knossos across the sea, and it takes so many turns for Knossos to arrive on Sparta's coasts. Rome has already moved in. Well, here's the thing, man. All I have to do is survive long enough and Rome will be the main problem. That's not that's an unsettling thought. While trying to just recover this territory, we'll probably end up in conflict with Rome. Lovely. Okay, so attending that banquet gave the court nobles some more influence, but loyalty, whatever. It's fine.
How may I serve you?
Okay.
Moving
Undefended,
east.
huh?
Can I be of more assistance? Swift and silent as a shadow.
Ready for battle.
Can I reach? Oh, if only I could reach up here.
We hunger for battle.
That's why having that movement speed is really wise. I don't have any like treaties or anything, right? No. Wish I could hide my army. They're gonna see this and just move it into the garrison, 100%. This would be a great opportunity to take that, and I maybe could brute force in through both of those. That's a very small garrison. Thracian militia are nothing. You know, Pike will cut through 3 of those, 4 of those.
At your service.
I mean, we're hemorrhaging money and we're not capturing stuff. At the end of the day, that's just, you know, you're just gonna stagnate and die. Oh. Hello, Romans. This is happening sooner than I had anticipated. Are they losing? Are they out of food too? Expanding too fast? They're acting like they're diseased or starving as well. Alright. Siege time, huh? Alright, well, we're 26 minutes in already, so we will go ahead and fight this out on the next video. I'll see you guys then.